We are rotating staff. We'll have two case managers at a time working from home, so they're doing kind of telephonic case management with people, and then we have staff on site. So we're kind of rotating in and out to give people a break and try to make sure that we stay healthy so we can keep working with people. Our staff, every day, every time we come in, we're wearing masks. We get our temperature taken. And our primary mission right now is to keep our residents as healthy as possible, because they are living in a group environment and it can spread so quickly. So since we as staff, we're the ones going out into the world right now where we might come in contact with COVID-19 or any illness really, when we come into Oz, we're wearing masks so that we protect our residents. You know, we have like the taped out floor like you see in the grocery store, so people waiting in line are spread out and they're eating in their own separate areas rather than in all together at, tables. We've Instead of meeting, usually every week we have a whole meeting with the whole community so that we can all get together and build our community that way. But since we can't do that, we're just meeting with a few people at a time so people can spread out, so that each dorm has its own meeting now. And so we do as much of it as we can, but really the biggest thing we're doing for people is to help them to be isolated from as much outside contact as possible. It's not cots end to end to end. Actually, in their own bed areas, there is the appropriate amount of social distancing. So everybody is already 6 feet apart. So usually residents eat across the street in our Hall of Banners. They eat with the families, they eat with staff. So it's that congregate meal setting like we, that we're used to. But because we're trying to keep things more contained and we're not serving other meals in the Hall of Banners, we go over for every meal and we pick it up from the kitchen. We bring it over to one of the TV rooms. We have a whole setup and we've gotten like a special refrigerator for the purpose. So we have kind of our own setup there for people to come. Right now we are trying to sanitize just about every hour except for our overnight when people are sleeping, but it's spread out between, so some hours staff are doing it and we're going through and doing all the high touch areas. We have a fancy backpack with a sprayer with high tech sanitizing, SaniClean, I think. And so we're going through and doing the whole upstairs. And then in between, we have residents signed up that they're doing their dorms. So just about every hour, somebody is going through and wiping door handles, wiping fridge handles, and trying to make sure things are as clean and germ-free as possible. So far, we have been really blessed and we're really working hard to make sure it stays this way, but we haven't had any residents who have had COVID-19. So I think what we're doing is working. The really nice thing is that throughout this whole COVID-19 pandemic, our work has been able to continue. Things are going a little bit slower, but what really gives us happiness is seeing people move into their own homes, into their permanent homes. So we are continuing to see that. We had some of our brothers move out a couple of, I think last week. And then this week we actually have 3 of our residents moving out into their own apartments. So it kind of gives us hope. It helps us to keep going. We really appreciate what the community can do for us, and even now, we're still working together on this, even if you can't physically be here with us. So we appreciate anything people can do.